Hey gardeners, welcome back to my YouTube channel Aesthetic Gardening. Today we are going to talk about one of my favorite flowers which are used in making perfumes, incense sticks that are used in auspicious occasions. These are the beautiful and fragrant tuberose, also known as Rajnigandha. These flowers come in single petal, double petal, as well as in various color varieties. They come in the shades of yellow, pink, white. In this video, I'll be sharing step-by-step guide on how to grow tuberose so you can enjoy its stunning blooms and intoxicating scent in your own garden. So let's get started. It is a bulbous plant which can be grown from the bulbs. For the soil mix, I am using here 40% of the garden soil, 30% of the vermicompost and 30% of the river sand. It is a tuberous plant, so you need to keep the soil well draining. Otherwise, the bulbs may rot. Instead of the vermicompost, you can also use the cow dung compost. But remember, the cow dung compost must be old and decomposed. And if you do not have cocoa pit, you can use the rice husk. Additionally to the soil mixture, I am using here small amount of the fertilizers. Here I am using neem cake, DAP and bone meal. Bone meal is a very good fertilizer for the bulbous plants. It provides nutrition to the bulbs. Neem cake acts as a natural insecticide and protects your plants from many diseases and pests. And a small amount of the DAP, which will provide nitrogen, potassium and phosphorus for good growth. Now I am mixing all the contents properly. Remove any hard materials or stones from the soil. It may damage your bulbs. Now these are the bulbs which I have purchased online. So tuberose is typically grown from the tubers which can be purchased online or at your local nursery. You can see the sowing temperature, time and how much depth is mentioned on this packing. Now let us remove the bulbs. You can see the size of the bulbs. They are completely mature bulbs which can produce flowers. So I have 5 bulbs of the single petal tuberose which is white color. You can take 6 to 7 inch of the pot and fill it with the well draining soil and just press the bulbs. Just remember, half inch of the bulb should remain above the soil. This is the result after 20 days and you can see the lush green leaves in the pot. Tuberose loves full sunlight to partial shade, so choose a location that gets at least 6 hours of the direct sunlight a day. Make sure the area is also well ventilated to prevent the fungal disease. During monsoon, you can keep your plants in the rainwaters. You can see the buds have appeared after 40 days. Tuberose stems can grow quite tall, so provide support using stakes or trellis to prevent them from toppling over in the wind. Generally, it is not affected by any disease, but keep an eye out for the pests like aphids and whiteflies and the diseases like root rot and leaf spot. Use organic or chemical controls as needed to prevent the infestations and infections. You can see the beautiful blooms after 48 days. The beautiful white tuberose emits the fragrance in the night time. Keep the soil consistently moist during the growing season, but make sure not to overwater. Feed your tuberose with a balanced fertilizer once a month to promote healthy growth and blooming. Tuberose blooms typically appear in mid to late summer and also during the monsoon season. Cut the stems just above a node to encourage more blooms to form. After cutting down the spent blooms, you can fertilize them so that the plant will get encouraged to produce more blooms. Thank you so much everyone for watching this video. If you have any queries or tips for growing tuberose, please leave them in the comments below. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more gardening content, and I'll see you in the next video. Till then, bye bye. Happy gardening.